Nice. Just about to get ready to start working on this Rally CRX. Oh, nice. Put paper behind it so it's easy to read. That's a good idea. Good thinking. There's our list. Still kind of hard to read, but that's all the stuff we got to do to this thing. Oh, it got rained on a little bit.
Snow and rain last night.
Old Colorado weather. But this thing's tight. My cable to hydro conversion that you guys have seen came from this car. This is his new one. He's got a fancy one now, so. But yeah, this is the car mine came from. So thank you, Bret Hunter.
What's up, guys? So I got Bret Hunter CRX. Here's Rally CRX. So I've got to do a head gasket. The oil pan, we're gonna weld a bung on another one and swap out the oil pan for him. There's a crack in it. He's got a list for me here. So we got head gasket, oil pan, tune. He wants boost by gear changed in all the gears, and then we're going to weld the turbo to the manifold. So if we ever have to change the turbo, manifold's right here, but if we ever have to change the turbo, we just undo the clocking bolts and pull the center cartridge out of the housing, because he has a lot of problems with the turbo backing out and falling off of the manifold, legitimately just, you know, falling off. So he safety wired it, tried a bunch of methods, and it didn't really work. So we're gonna go ahead and just weld them together, and it's never gonna come off, you know, so unless we pull it out, you know. So gonna go ahead and do the head gasket, get that oil pan off, and just crank it away. First step, so we gotta unhook the fuel, coolant lines, power steering. Pretty much he's got everything unhooked, it looks like, elsewise.
Yeah, no, I think that was late last week. I think they had to take it.
Alright guys, so this isn't something you guys get to see very often. You ready? Now I don't know if you can tell. That right there says PFI. Those are PFIspeed cam gears. And I'll make sure to spin it over so you can tell. It says it right there. It's kind of upside down right now, but I'll spin it over so you guys can see when it's up top. Cause that's top dead when they're up top, so make sure you guys get to check that out. It's pretty sick. Alright guys, look at that. PFI. Isn't that sweet? Oh, they're nice. Those look really good, man. I like those a lot. Super sweet finish to them. drop that, but we can't drop this washer. This washer is the most important thing here. You pick that up. That's bigger, that's easy to find. Actually, I found one of the bolts from when I just dropped the distributor too, just now. There's one of the distributor bolts from when I dropped the bolt, pulling that off. It's that bottom one, they're kind of difficult sometimes. And then there's that. And we'll put that back on after we pull this guy here off. Okay, no washer came with him, so that means that's still on there. Put the spider washer back on. Get caught crooked because I pushed the one side on too far. Spin it a little bit, kind of thread it, and it pops even. Put the net on. Heck yeah. So fuels is disconnected. Now I just gotta do all these plugs and then coolant lines and pop cams out and do the head studs, and then yeah, head should come right off. I think that is everything but the black box. Yep. Cool. That's right on. Just like last time. All in one piece. Tight. Oh yeah.
Coming along.
Yep, just
Head gaskets are
come right out.
head gaskets on these are a pretty easy job.
It's a little tight, but fun.
Nice. And all the nuts taken off.
Whew, so we got the head off. That was a chore. Now it's got the bends because you pull a little hard taking the head off, but it doesn't really look blown. But the car was running really hot all season, so we'll just make sure all the surfaces are flat and stuff. And we'll grab ourselves the 5. As thin as this thing goes. Edge to edge. That does look a little high there in the middle. Do you want to try and hold that side with your other hand, Gordo?
Yeah.
I think there might be a little. Now, across this way, it seems pretty straight, but when we went this way in the middle, we were getting stuck in here, so it seems like when you go across, the center might be lower than the edges.
Oh my god.
So we might, I mean, might as well get it checked just to make sure, you know?
Yeah, good idea. Get it double checked.
Yeah.
It has gotten hot, they said, so.
Really hot. I mean, it's
Yeah,
rally
really
car. Rally car.
So.
And he keeps going. You just gotta win the race, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, heat don't matter when you gotta win the race.
He went to a snow race the other day and he said he about rolled it. He had it up on one wheel and it flipped around and the car was just pissed off, didn't want to start, but he got it started back up and he finished the race. And at the end of that checkpoint, he was only 16 seconds behind the leader. So imagine if he didn't flip back there, almost roll it, he would have been a whole minute or so ahead of the leader, you know, because it took him so long to get the car fired back at him and everything, you know, he would have just crushed it.
He would have
been way
a mile
ahead,
yeah. Dang. Crazy. So I saw the list said oil pan. Are we replacing the pan or just the gasket?
The pan.
The whole pan?
Yeah, it's got a crack gasket. It's got a crack in it, bro. We gotta replace the pan.
Oh.
Yeah.
The whole
Rally
pan.
pan, bro. You jump too high.
It gets damaged.
Yeah, back here. See this crease? It's in the crease.
Oh,
somewhere.
it's in the crease right there?
That's what he said.
Damn.
He said it's small, but a crack's a crack. You know what I mean?
Right. It leaks a little. You gotta. Oh yeah,
and then look
quite
at this.
the dent there.
Look at this. His bolt broke, so he put a little.
I knew that's what I was telling Jamie. I was like, some vice grips or like a clamp. Right?
Yeah. C-clamp.
Oh yeah, that's a cute little C-clamp. I've never seen such a small one. Huh? It's a rally car, you know. Gotta do what works. Dang, we should have a whole box of those in my car just in case.
This one.
Huh? Oh, it broke just like the other one. Oh, it wasn't attached.
It was just hanging
It was
out.
just chilling.
It's alright, I can extract it. So we're. Nice. There's the 14s and the 12s and 17s.
Oh wow. Someone still has the cover in it.
Rally.
Holy crap. It needs to. It goes through dirt and stuff, I guess. So, yeah, rally car, it needs it. I'd say like 99% of the time these are non-existent.
Definitely a good amount of them, but there's still a lot of stock single cams out there with these things on them.
Oh yeah, some stocky boys.
Yeah. Those little Y5s and Y7s that not a lot of people mess with.
Yeah. Good. Do you find a B series with one of these on it?
That's gonna be
It's a
pretty
miracle.
cool. Yeah.
That's a miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, other than this one, but this one's a rally car. It's a special.
B16B or Type R or something nice that
Yeah.
a guy would want it on.
Yeah. Nice.
all the way out.
Two more bolts and then pan's off.
pulling in there. I don't know if that's from pulling the head off or what, but
nice. Just gonna have to take out a couple broken studs and.
so I got the pan all off. I got those two broken studs extracted.
Crazy. That's crazy because they have a crazy nice taillight harness and that used paint.
Little parts for me. Turbo manifold and the turbo. Look, we got a little nice little guy on there. They're awesome. This guy rips. With the domers, man, the pistons in this thing, and this little turbo, this guy just, it really gets it, man. This beautiful brand new oil pan. Sean put a bung on for him, so I'm gonna get some ultra gray on it and then the nice gasket and get her going. It's gonna be sick. So I got the gasket ready here, and then I got the pan. Cleaned this all off, got some ultra gray on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide this in the gasket and the pan on there.
Almost. A little bit down and forward. Alright.
Sweet.
Simple as that.
Nice clean pan on here now.
Yeah, look at this one. Woo! Brand new. The other one was all old and gunky and dirty for me in a rally car.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Scraped the ground many times.
Oh yeah. We'll collect all the rest of the nuts and bolts and tighten it down to spec, and it'll be good to go.
Yeah. It's gonna be sick.
Alright.
I'm excited.
Fresh gasket maker on there too in the spots it needs so it don't leak. Some longevity purposes.
It does beat on this guy pretty hard, so I want to make sure it's gonna hold.
Alright. And it's one of those nice gaskets, so you don't have to worry about like tightening it down too tight, too easily.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
like the
you do
single
wanna,
cam ones and the ones that aren't metal on the inside.
but you do want to be careful because
Yeah, you still
it
have to
gives
be
you the
careful.
opportunity to tighten it down tight enough that you break all the 10s. I mean, they're just 10s, so
Yeah.
don't tighten them down too much because it does happen a lot. Usually, it's on these outer studs. I see all the time.
Yeah,
These outer
a couple
ones.
over there.
They always break. On me and other people, man. They break all the time.
Very commonly broken bolts and nuts. Well, studs.
Studs, yeah.
It's always the studs. Bolts are good.
A lot of
Studs are-
times. Sometimes they get old, but most of the time they're both old.
Alright.
Pretty good. Good bolts. All right, so Gordo, he went home sick a while ago. It's been a bit, but so I got the panel swapped. Everything's all done with this. Just swapped out some stuff over for them on the dyno, and then I got this head all stripped down and ready to get decked. So tomorrow I'll drop that off to get decked. They'll probably do it in a day for us. They're really good over there, so they'll deck it and then pick it up, put it all back together. It's pretty much the pan and all that stuff's there. So this is the turbo here, and so Sean's got to weld this to the turbo, the manifold to the turbo, and it does have a broken stud, so I don't know if we're going to bolt it to the manifold and then weld it or what we're going to do, but he's got to make a bevel and get all this off there, and then he can weld those together. And that's pretty much everything I got to do for Bret's Rally CRX, and then he can go crush it for the season. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, heck yeah. So this is GoofyBuilt. Peace out.